Hello guys, hello. So excited for you to join me here and check out this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel Dow and I'm a health coach for women entrepreneurs and I support them on their weight loss journey. So what I want to share with you today is meal prep ideas to help you lose weight. And now what I want to share with you up front is that this is not about being, weighing all your food. It's not about, being really OCD and, pedantic about it all. It really is, if you want to get results, you really have to be prepared. The same thing in your business. If you want to, reach an income goal, you really have to plan and take action towards it. It's not just you're not going to wake up at the end of the month and you've got $20,000 in your bank account. That would be great. And the same thing is, you're not just going to wake up at the end of the month and lose the 10 pounds that you plan to. Unless you got up and did the work every day to get there. Doesn't have to be hard work. Yes, there's work involved. You don't have to kill yourself over it, but it does take a little bit of planning and a little bit of prep. So what I want to share with you today is some 5 tips that will help you be prepared on this journey. And, we're all busy, and so it really is about maximizing your time. You don't want to be spending hours working at the gym. You also don't want to be spending hours, working in your kitchen, doing meal prepping and, cooking big batches of food. You might want to do that. I'm not about that. So the first thing is that I found really, really key in my journey was to plan the indulgences. So everyone goes on a diet and so they cut out everything they should, quote unquote, shouldn't be eating, right? And so what happens? They last on the diet for maybe a week, maybe 2 if you're lucky. And then they're like, oh my God, I got to have that piece of cake. And it ends up being a 3-4 day binge. And then it's like, what's the point? Start all over. Vicious cycle. So what I recommend to everyone is to plan your indulgences, especially if you're on a weight loss journey, especially if you want to reach a goal and, you feel like you have to cut everything out. Because as soon as you do that, you start to feel deprived, you start to feel like this isn't fair, you start to feel like, this isn't fun, and then, probably not going to stay on the course. So for me, Friday night, takeout night. I don't care about anything on a Friday night, in terms of food. I pick takeout that I feel like eating. I'll probably have an ice cream because I'm like, oh, this is Friday night, I have a glass of wine. I don't go I'm going to have this takeout because it's probably healthier than this takeout and I'm going to choose the lean chicken breast on this one. No. I enjoy the meal. I get really excited about it. I love it. But that's that. Then I wake up Saturday morning and I'm back on it. Might be a different story for you. You might have takeouts on a Sunday afternoon or, in the middle of the week. But plan the indulgences. I always, well, not always, but, a lot of the time have ice cream in the freezer because I really like ice cream. But I know, I often have on Sunday afternoon, I'll have an ice cream. Might change. I might have one this afternoon. But, I know it's there. I know I'm going to plan to have it. So I don't go, I really want chocolate. I really want this. I really want that. Because I already know I'm going to have the indulgence that I want. And I'm probably not going to have the other things that really aren't worth, I hate saying this, breaking the diet. But do you know what I mean? So plan them in. And, this isn't what you have to do for the rest of your life. When you reach your weight loss goals, by the time you've reached them, you've probably developed a really great, healthy eating pattern, which is more of an 80-20 rule. But when you first start out, make sure you plan those in so that you don't feel deprived. The second thing is, this was really helpful for me, was to make batches of your snacks on the weekend. Because for me, in between my meals, I get really snacky, so I want something to eat. And then I'm if I haven't planned anything, I often go and find something that probably isn't a good, healthy choice. So what I decided to do was get really smart about it. If I want to reach my goal, I've got to be smart about this. And so I would, on the weekend, make up batches of snacks that I really loved. Bliss balls is one of them. You can sometimes freeze bliss balls depending on what's in them. So I'd make up a batch, put half the batch in the freezer that I could either have maybe the next week, even if it lasted that long. Because you don't want to be eating the same snack twice a day, every day. I'd also put together little sandwich bags, mini sandwich bags, snack bags, I think they're called, of nuts. So I'd get all these different nuts that I loved and I'd put them into a little snack bag. Probably worked out to about a handful, not a handful, but, little serving size. And so I'd have those in the freezer, because I like to keep my nuts in the freezer, ready to go. And I'd often have them at work in the fridge because maybe you forgot to pack a snack or, maybe you bit into the apple and it was actually really gross or whatever. And you've got that one that you can grab. Another thing was, always make up a batch of hummus on the weekend, so it's in your fridge ready to go. And already have your carrot sticks or your celery sticks or whatever you enjoy. It's cucumber sticks or peppers or whatever. Have them cut up so that when you're hungry or a bit peckish, you already have that healthy choice made. You already have it made. Plan that, 3 days a week I'm going to have an apple and nuts, or an apple and some kind of nut butter. Like, make sure you have your apples. Don't wake up in the morning and go like, oh, I don't have apples, so I won't have them today. Like, be prepared. The third thing was cook once and eat twice. This was something that I learned in nutrition school, which was a really cool concept. It's not rocket science, but it's something that you think, oh yeah, that's like really, really helpful. And that is like cooking the meal once, and so that you don't have to like keep cooking every single meal. So say, for example, you have dinner, everyone has, cooks their dinner, have leftovers for lunch the next day. Or, if you've roasted veggies, and you've like had a piece of protein or something with that, cut it up and put it in a salad the next day. So you're not then having to make up a whole nother meal for lunch the next day, and then, a whole nother meal. Like, for example, on the weekend I made bone broth. So I had a whole chicken. I made chicken bone broth, whole chicken in, the pot, and I was, cooked it for a couple of hours. And so I took the chicken out, and then I pulled all the meat off the bone. And then I had that for dinner with steamed veggies for 2 days. So I cooked that on the weekend. I'd cut up my veggies as well for my steamed veggies. So when it came to, the Monday night, I'd already had the chicken cooked. I just had to heat it up, and I already had my my veggies all cut up. So all I had to do was put them in the pan. Like, being smart about it so that you're not spending hours in the kitchen. So cooking once, eating twice. The fourth thing is to plan ahead. So what do I mean by this? This involves like being a little bit proactive. If you know that you're going to be out this week for dinner, that could be your indulgence, because, you don't want to be out at dinner going, oh, I have to order the chicken breast and no sauce and whatever. Like, that's boring. Go out, enjoy the meal. But know that that's your indulgence for, the week or whatever, whatever you're planning. If you know that you've got a really late night of calls or something, make sure you have like maybe a snack that you can have, because you're going to be working really late. So it's already prepared. Maybe your dinner's already prepared. So all you have to do is just warm it up in the microwave or whatever. And you're not going, oh, there's nothing cooked, so I'll just get takeout. If you know that you've got one day this week where you start really, really early, and you're working straight through to like, I don't know, lunchtime, have your smoothie already made. Like, don't get up and go, oh, I don't have time to make anything, so I won't have breakfast. Have it made, have it in the fridge so that it's just ready to go. So when you wake up, you can have your smoothie and your body is fueled. And if you're going to a party or, going out for drinks with friends, and like, be proactive. Are you going to be eating at this place? No, there's just going to be snacks, whatever. The thing is, if you want to lose weight, guys, you really have to be proactive and smart about it. It's not just going to happen. So if you, especially over the holiday season, there's lots of holiday parties happening. Oftentimes they're just snacks. They're not like, they're just like finger foods and stuff. Go to the event already having had some food in you. So whether you've just decided to have like a bowl of steamed veggies because there's a couple of like, that there's going to be really good finger food at this event and you actually want to try some, that's fine. But you don't want to have to eat a meal full of finger food, because you're probably going to eat more than you need to. And there's probably going to be drinks involved and cocktails or whatever. Just plan ahead, be proactive. Don't just turn up and go, I'm starving, I'm going to eat all of this sauteed chicken on these little kebab things. And you've probably eaten like 3 times more than you would usually eat. So proactivity, I don't think that's a word, is key. And I think we're number 5 now. The 5th thing is, and that's not rocket science, guys. I'm just telling you what you know already, but just reminding you about it. The 5th thing is use your freezer as your friend. Now, I'm not saying only ever eat freezer meals or frozen meals, because that's not it, but use it to your advantage. Cook up a batch of soups and freeze them in individual portions so that you've got something if you've forgotten to make lunch, or, your partner's out for dinner and you're by yourself. Cook a batch of meals and freeze them in individual, or 2 people portions, whatever many in your family, so that if one night something's happened and dinner didn't happen the way you thought it was, you've got something there to go. Cut up your meat when it gets delivered, or when you go grocery shopping. Cut it up and freeze it in the portions that you're going to cook it. Have frozen berries in your freezer so that you can make smoothies out of them, so that you're not wasting money buying all this fresh fruit and trying to use it all, which is sometimes unrealistic. What is another way that I use it? Oh, summertime. Make like ice lollies, ice blocks, whatever you call them, wherever you are in the world. Make up really healthy ones, like there's ones that I have like, I make a juice, green juice, and then I freeze it in like, ice block containers. And so it's super hot outside. You can have a really healthy ice lolly. Like, it's that kind of stuff that's really going to keep you on track. If you've done the work and you've been prepared and you've put in the planning and the forethought, it's really going to support you to reach your goals. Because like I said, it's not going to happen by accident, guys. You have to put in a little bit of, planning and proactiveness, if that's a word. But it doesn't have to, take your whole week. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of hard work. It just takes a little bit of smarts. So thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good tips. If you want to learn more about how delicious foods are really your key to reaching your weight loss goals, it's not about dieting anymore. It's not about being restrictive and depriving yourself. Then click on the link below this video for the free training that I'm giving, all about how delicious foods and indulging are your key to weight loss and finally getting results. I love this conversation. I love supporting women, especially entrepreneurial women, to realize that, diets don't work, restrictive eating doesn't work, and there's a different way to do things. So I can't wait for you to join me in the training. Click on the link below. Click. And I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.